Hey guys, it's your print mother. How y'all doing today? So I just wanted to make another video, mainly detailing why print mother, right? Like with all these other resources and options for you to go to, why me? Why print mother? Well, a little bit more of a background as to why I started print mother. It's because I realized that as a 28-year-old African American woman, demographically, I don't exist in my field of printmaking and design at all. Like they'll have demographic numbers for like black men, but they won't have any for black women, which I think is kind of crazy to think about. So like, but I don't want to make this just about a race thing, but it made me think like printmaking isn't a skill that a lot of people of color have access to or even recognizes even a skill to have in general. Like, sometimes I'll be talking to people, regardless of their background, and people don't think about the street signs that have like the name of the streets on it as printmaking. A lot of people don't think about the T-shirt being printmaking. People don't think about how stuff like this box, this packaging, all the words on it, and how it's printed and everything. This is printmaking. And technically, if you look at the history of printmaking has always been an exclusive trade that would be passed down through families, or it would be a trade or a skill passed down through printmakers to people like interns or apprentices who they thought would be someone good that they could pass down the tradition to, and they were typically passed down that tradition only to men. So you know, story of story of my life. I couldn't just be a regular black girl. I had to come out here and try to break barriers and whatnot. But why print mother though? What does that have to do with anything? I want to bring printmaking to a younger generation, and I also and to demographic groups that don't necessarily have this information or these resources readily available to them. I also want to educate just anybody who's interested in the craft of printmaking, how to print, the elements of printmaking, the elements of design, how to apply that for your own personal products, ways to do things on a budget, and on a real budget, because sometimes these videos be like start a t-shirt business on a budget, but their budget be like $500 or $1,000. Like I really want to like show y'all what I've come up with that I believe is a way cheaper, actually on budget way to print make, to design, and to you know produce a product that you're happy with, that aligns with your brand, that aligns with your creativity, whatever it is, right? And so I really want to not only be like a business that produces printed material. I also want to be an educator, and I want to show and teach people that like you could do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like there's this whole DIY craze, and I also have a lot of DIY items that are gonna go in tandem with my tutorials and with the education that I teach, so you guys can also get hands-on experience, and instead of just watching a video of someone doing it, you can buy the product and do it yourself as well. When I say I'm a one-stop print shop, yes, I can design a design for you, and these are the designs that I make. Yes, I can print t-shirts for you for your business or whatever. And yes, I have products like do it yourself at home application products that you can use and do for fun, or you can even use and apply for whatever project you got going on at home. But I also really want to drive home the education factor, and really, you know, the the number one way to never be broke in America is to have a skill. And I think printmaking is a wonderful skill. It's a wonderful skill. It's a peaceful skill. It's a creative skill. And it's also an extremely useful skill. Every last one of us has something we want to communicate to somebody. And we have to not only figure out what to say, but how to represent our message. And anybody who has the skills of printmaking can do it easy peasy. I'm really looking for business owners who have more of a people who are self motivated, people who are um, self starters. People who want to take what they're doing to a higher level, to a higher quality. And that's essentially who I'm looking to target. And usually those people fall into small business owners or freelance artists. And we all, like I said, we all have a message that we want to convey and we want to spread out into the world. And I'm just here to help y'all do that. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Alright, so your print mama's out. I got some dinner I need to go make. I got my cats I gotta go take care of real quick. But yeah, so